Unorthodox.
Yo, what's up, everyone? おはようございます。And we did it again. また朝6時に起きちゃいました。What's up, man? Ghost Lost. Good morning, good morning. Well, it is definitely 6. I set my alarm 20 minutes ago, and yeah, I got myself prepped. おはようございます。2 plus 2 is 5. ちょうどコーヒーができたとこです。Yeah, because last time I asked you guys, and like most of you guys were on coffee, so I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna give it a try. Beer time for me, can we switch? Can we seriously switch? I don't know last time when I had beer at 6 a.m. though. Like, you're like, yeah, well, sometime, probably last week. So cheers then. Oh. Yeah. As I said on my last stream, I'm not a huge coffee person, but I kind of want to give this a try because it's been a while since I set my alarm this early. すごいね。多分こんな時間だと多分日本人あんまり見てないかもしれないよね。早すぎる時間が。Okay, so everyone, I didn't stream yesterday because I was terribly sick. So as I mentioned in my last stream, I got vaccinated 2 days ago, and I don't know about you guys, but like once you get vaccinated, it has like you can either get like terribly sick the next day, or like it has some I don't know what it does to you, but it didn't feel great. So anyway, today we're gonna playing a deck of your choice. I made a poll on Twitter, and I checked again this morning, and for some reason people want me to play Storm. Is that right? Because if it is, then let's do it. Okay, yeah, because if that's the case, I'm gonna present you Storm. There it is. I probably wrote it in the title too, but this is literally like 2018 Storm style. So I think I gotta say a little bit about Storm, like in general maybe. So like Storm was pretty much my absolute number one deck of choice for many years. I think from like we got a new follower. Hey, Cat Pap, good morning.
Cat
we got
Pap.
a new follower.前チャレンジ対戦した時にこのリストなんかねHey, what's up, my friend? Good morning. このリストね、そうだね、1回だけチャレンジで出たね、これで。確かに。So this list is pretty much from what's up in Japan. 6 a.m. is happening in Japan, dude. And I'm sleepy as hell, but I got a morning coffee as you guys suggested on my last stream. And I'm doing fine. Hopefully doing great too. So this is hey Fitura-san, Mr. Fitura.
Fitora.
Thank you for your follow. Welcome. How are you? And what is the storm count? Because that's gonna be the most important question, ladies and gents, today. I'm gonna ask you from time to time what the storm count is, and you gotta tell me without looking. Okay? Alright. So so this deck is the list Fitura-san, yes, Fitura-san, of course. Edition. Yeah. I mean, I'm also Kai-san, so you know, a lot of people call me Kai-san. It's so odd though. Like every time I'm like, yeah, that must be me. Yeah, thank you. And so this 75 used to be what I very close to the 75. I had Cabal Therapies in the sideboard, but this is what I ran in 2018 at the God of Legacy Kamiregashi to all the way to up to the finals. I lost it in the finals, but it must have been a 200 player plus event in Tokyo, and excuse me. And this was my deck of choice. I've been playing Storm for many years. Even made a Grand Prix top 8 in Kyoto in 2015. That was exciting. Yeah, Tendrils out my opponent to death, and doing the same thing with like Passion Flames, Ad Nauseam Tendrils. Hey, what's up, Sean? Getting to bed? No, you're not getting to bed. You're gonna watch this till the end, my friend. Greetings to Greece. And yeah, it is pretty much my own creation of the archetype Storm, because this deck doesn't really exist as like as a default Storm deck. Has never been. And but Hey, what's up, dude? Good morning, or whatever your time is. Whatever your time is. And cheers. So, I intentionally brought a deck today from 2018. Because I haven't played Storm in a while. I gotta admit,
for your donation.
Razor, $10 donation. Are you insane? Oh my gosh. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much. Alright, okay, now I'm hammered. Okay, so this is the truth, my friends. I mean, it was the truth 2 years ago. And today we're gonna find out if this is still the truth, okay? Because there are no new cards in this list. Nothing. There's no Wishclaw Talisman. There's also no Veil of Summer. And there is there's really nothing new to be honest. So this looks like an old machine. But in 2018, this was the smoothest 75 I've ever had in my hands in paper. And again, I made it to the finals in a very big event in 2018, like the God of Legacy, and I like this deck. It hasn't changed, right? So I can't get any. It definitely didn't get worse. The meta game has changed though. So what we're gonna try today is to see how well we can battle in a 2021 meta game with a 2018 deck. If that makes any sense. This is all bad card Doomsday. In fact, not entirely, because we have Brainstorm and Ponder, so. Oh yeah, Days End. So, I think the first thing which pops into mind, and maybe like doing a stream now is very good, because now I can finally explain to people why I'm playing all these weird choices. So this deck runs 14 lands and a Chromox. And Chromox is essentially the 15th land, okay? So imagine you're on the draw and you have Chromox and you pitch something to it, and then you're basically on the play, because you go -1 a card, but you go +1 land drop. Does that make any sense? Right? So whatever you choose, even if you're on the draw, you're somehow on the play with Chromox.
We got a new follower. Zeracious.
Oh, Zeracious. Hey, good morning, my friend. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. And what really sticks out in this list is the 3 copies of Days and the 4th copy in the sideboard. And I quickly want to talk about these because they seem very unusual for a deck like this. And Jax, I'm telling you, Chromox pre ad nauseam isn't all that bad in this list. I'm gonna talk about it in just a second. So what Days does is typically ad nauseam Tendrils has a hard time fighting against permanents, right? Let's say like a turn to Thalia, a turn to Eidolon of the Great Revel. I mean, you don't see it too often these days, but you know, things like that. A Trinisphere, a Chalice of the Void, Thorn of Amethyst, Thought Not Seer. You get the idea, right? A lot of these, or even Karn, like a lot of these permanents can't always get hit by like Duress. They can get hit by Thoughtseize, but sometimes it's too late. And what Daze does is it gives us enough security so that we can survive their turn 1 or their turn 2, so we can kill them on our next turn. So this deck is set up to kill fast. It plays a Dark Petition main, it plays Ad Nauseam main. It also, again, it doesn't play 15 lands because we're not gonna make that many land drops. Guten Abend, what's up? I love it too. I am seriously in love with this list. I also seriously think that Daze is supposed to be a Storm staple. And that's a very unpopular opinion. But I stand to my word. Daze is, I mean, Daze is, first of all, Daze is an insane card. Everyone knows that, right? Like, Daze is literally played in almost every single blue deck by, at this point. And yeah, so for example, imagine we are on the play and we have, let's say, like Underground Sea, and we have Thoughtseize and Ponder, and we kind of want to go Ponder first, right? To set up our things, and then Thoughtseize whenever we're ready. But if they follow up with something like Thalia, then we are all of a sudden we are dead. So Daze gives us the interaction for like absolute no cost. Savage Beating. Thank you for the follow.
Savage_beating.
I love Savage Beating. I mean the card Savage Beating. It's from Mirrodin, right? Savage Beating, red, rare with Entwine. I love it. The artwork is sick. I'm not a huge fan of combat, but it doesn't matter because the card is just like savage AF. So. Oh, there's the Band-Aids hashtag for a reason. Yeah, I haven't used it all that often. Maybe we should get used to it then. So there's that. So Daze basically counters all nasty things we want to avoid. It used to Daze a lot of Leovolts back in the day too. When 4-color Leovolt was a thing. It counters Sneak and Show, like Sneak Attack and Show and Tell, obviously. It is also very unexpected. So sometimes in the mirror game, your opponent goes all in, and then you Daze their Past in Flames, for example, and then they're dead. But Daze is not the only thing which sticks out. I think it's also a combination of Daze and Chromox, because remember, sometimes Daze gets stuck in your hand. So you can turn Chromox into a Mox Sapphire very easily. So I wouldn't run a list with Daze but without Chromox, right? Also, you're bouncing one of your own lands, so you want to gain tempo on board. So that's why the Chromox comes in. Like imagine you play Underground Sea and that's literally the only land, excuse me, and you have to bounce it back. Then you have 0 mana sources on the field. So you want to go like Underground Sea and then, you know, Chromox imprint something, and then you are on basically 2 lands again. So Chromox plays a huge role here, and also it speeds up both Ad Nauseam and Dark Petition, especially Ad Nauseam, I want to say. So that's very helpful. There's no Reign of Filth in the list for obvious reasons, right? Reign of Filth doesn't make any sense with Daze because we were picking up lands. So there's no Reign of Filth. Otherwise, I always prefer 3 Cabal Rituals and 1 Reign of Filth. Dread of Night is a very powerful yet specific card. Oh, such an early bird. Yeah. Call me a bird, dude. And yeah, so the main deck is pretty much geared towards non-blue at this point. We only have 6 discard spells to fight against counters. It's not a lot, but in total we do have 9 pieces of interaction. These 9. Birdie. Bug Doomsday into Fat Bitch. Yeah, quickly I'm gonna show. Yeah, Bug Doomsday into Fat Bitch is the deck Martin and I tuned. This is Bug Doomsday with Uros, with freaking shifting Cerotops, and basically becoming 3 like Bug Fat Bitch Uro post sideboard against Selva. We're gonna play this deck at a later point, maybe in a later stream. I know, yeah, you gotta be creative with those names, otherwise I won't remember. And this list is literally called Sawatari Days Storm. I didn't name it. Some Japanese named it this way. They thought it was really cool. And these days, like they don't even say Sawatari Daystorm, they say SDC. Like they say SDC, and then they expect everyone to know what it is. And it's like, yeah, oh yeah, it's classic SDC. Okay, yeah, that's that must be my deck then. Okay. I'll quickly screenshot this. Do you want to screenshot the Doomsday deck, or do you want to screenshot the Storm deck? You can screenshot my whole stream if you want to. Yes, Bara. So Jonathan Alexander is a very, very close friend of mine. We used to brew decks all the time. Like, he is also from Germany. Oh, Doomsday. Oops. Yeah. Let's go back to Doomsday into Fed Bitch. Okay. So there we go. So yeah, so Jonathan Alexander, crazy person. He does say a lot of questionable things every now and then. Like, for example, in 2018 he made a quote like, Canadian Threshold is the best deck in Legacy, and it clearly wasn't. And he said like, yeah, like number one creature in Legacy is like Nimble Mongoose, and I think he said it also in 2018 or 19. It's like, come on, dude. Oh yeah, I can imagine, yeah. And oops, so SDC, so Atari Day Storm. There we go. And yeah, so Jonathan and I, we tweaked a lot on his Canadian Threshold deck back in the day with Winter Orb. Like, I suggested Winter Orb. He was more on Civil Library, but Top Miracles was so big, and I suggested like one Winter Orb or so, and then Jonathan went like 3. I was like, oh wow, that's way too many, and it ended up being just super good. Oh, sick. Yeah. Unfortunately, Jonathan Alexander, he doesn't play Magic anymore. I had a Skype session the other day, and he now has a baby. He now has a family. He doesn't play Magic. He still knows about Magic, and like, but he's definitely not up to date anymore. Unfortunately, like, he was. I kind of dug his articles. And yeah, and Days was definitely one of our crazy ideas back then. And so okay, so let's go a little bit about the deck sideboard, because a lot of those cards are also not what you typically see in Storm sideboards. First of all, there's the 4 days for non-blue, right? So you go like the full Days package, and Days gets accompanied by Dark Petition. And sometimes even, yeah, and then those Abrupt Decays. So these 5 cards typically come in against, sometimes it's the Empty Warren, sometimes it's Bayou, if it's against lands. But it's typically like these 6 cards against non-blue. And we bought out all discard spells, like all 6 here. So that's a clean swap. Against blue decks, we usually bought in the second Passing Flames, the second Tendrils, the 2 additional discard spells. So if you have 4 Duress, 4 Thoughtseize, you bought in Carpet of Flowers and Bayou. And we bought out Dark Petition because it's fairly weak against counters. We bought out all Dazes. We bought out the Chromox. And what else? We should... Oh yeah, and 2 copies of... 2 copies of Infernal Tutor, or 1 copy of LED and 1 copy of Infernal Tutor, depending on what our opponent's on. So at this point we are trading mana and disruption, and also hard business against like fragile business and fragile interaction. What if they bought a Mindbreak Trap, then we simply lose? Yeah, we simply lose. If this deck had Wishclaw Talisman, I would definitely keep in 1 Thoughtseize we can wish for. I gotta say, so in 2018, no one was playing Mindbreak Trap in the sideboard. And this is a sideboard, this is a complete deck from 2018. So I'm not gonna make weird changes just now, because I'm gonna keep it as it is, 2018 style. And we're gonna see how it turns out. Okay. Oh, this is Japanese trap music, dude, because I'm a real samurai. Yeah. Maybe I should mention it. Samurai ですよ、僕は。かっこ悪い。Okay. You were playing Mind Break Trap? Yeah, I mean, Mind Break Trap is like, well, a very, like a card you see every now and then. But it's also one of those cards which go into the category of like, is it really worth playing around it? And most of the time it's like, nah, not really. You got Flusterstorms against the Combo Mirror. And this card used to be effective against blue Jeskai Miracles, like top-less Miracles back in the day with Monastery Mentor and Counterbalance. Abrupt Decay might also be a little outdated because there are no counterbalances in Legacy anymore. And and yeah, that's pretty much it. So why don't we hop in a league? That was way too much talking already. And see how we do. But there's also the Legacy Chokin Challenge this weekend. Ooh, I wouldn't board in Abrupt Decay against Elba though. I've never done it.
Thirst.
First to Thirst. Hey, thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. No, not Grixis Doomsday. We're gonna take SDC. All good? Alright, okay. That was a fairly long deck tag. I hope you guys kinda get the idea now. So let's see how our epic experiment's gonna turn out today. It might be, this deck might be completely busted. No, I won't repeat a single thing. So this deck is either a complete failure or we're gonna well, it might also be kind of mediocre these days. We gotta find out. We gotta find out. There were definitely more Flusterstorms in 2008, and I don't see any Flusterstorms these days. However, there was also, I don't think there was Force of Negation. Was there Force of Negation? Maybe. Maybe there was. Yeah, maybe there was Force of Negation. Maybe there was this close of a few days. No. It was a few days before the first Modern Horizon release. So there was no Force of Negation. There was no Hogak. And, you know, the rest of those overpowered cards from Modern Horizons, they were all not there. So the metagame should have been fairly smooth. Yeah, the top A was literally like I think it must have been 2 Delvers, 1 Sneak and Show, 1 Miracle, like classy blue-white Miracles, and lands. Then me on SDS. Solitary Daystorm. And maybe one more mid-range deck. Oh yeah, and Maverick was also in the top 8. Man, what a beautiful top 8 it was. Gitax and Probe, I'm missing a lot. Okay, so we have a reasonable hand here. So let's see how well we can keep up with things. Let's get Airando. Okay. Lotus Petal Lock Ritual. Have I mentioned that I haven't played Storm in 2 years? So it all might be I might be a little like rusty. It might not see lines as fast as like 2 years ago, but hopefully we get there. I do like Dark Ridge. I don't like the paddle. So curious what my opponent's on. Volcanic Island go. What is this? Sneak and show? Maybe? Painter? It's riding a bicycle. Yeah. Yeah, I wish. That's good motivation though. Thank you, Jax. We might want to play around days here. Let's dig for some Dureserino. We didn't hit. However, there is a Preordain. This might be a shuffle though. Brainstorm is decent pickup. I dig it. It's like riding a bicycle without legs. Gosh. Let's count to 10. Okay. Let's count to 10. Tropical Eye. What is my opponent playing here? It's like 3 lands. Go. That makes me a little nervous here. Gromox is a little bit of a stinker. That being said, phew. We are somewhat brainstorm locked. What my gut tells me is that we want to get rid of Daze and Chromox. We probably want to play Infernal Tutor for another Thoughtseize. What do you guys think? That sounds all that bad. Get another Thoughtseize Reno. Okay. Oh, wow. Cold coffee. Ugh. Yikes. What have you? Narset. Go brainstorm response. You might be paired against some sort of a some sort of a, what is it, like rock control? Is that a thing? So let's see here. We have 7 cards in the bin. Yeah, there might be. If they're smart, they could. So let's say we start with Dark Ritual, right? If they forcibly Dark Ritual, we're literally getting time walked. He got another Narset. Okay. Do you guys think this is a lot of these brainstorms? Yeah. Oh, like Mechanic Mask or like. They're beautiful. Okay, let's go off with Dark Ritual. And if they force Dark Rit, it would be a little unfortunate. But we can do the very freaking same thing again next turn. So if they want to waste Forcible on this, then oh, they do. Okay, it's fine with me. Made sense though. They know about double Thoughtseize. They know they're getting the hand shredded once the Dark Raid resolves. Honda, okay, they got a Brainstorm with Narset. Oh, yes, Brainstorms ain't that bad, yeah. Yeah, we got some, Should probably mention that whenever you play Storm, you feel like your cantrips are so powerful because the cards in your deck are so broken. So imagine a Brainstorm in, let's say, Delver, then like, what is the best you can get? A Delver and a Bolt and a Daze something, right? But in Storm, if you Brainstorm, you get freaking LED, Infernal Tutor, Dark Rids, you know, like, boom, you know, like, you see? It's not the same Brainstorm. This is so much more powerful. Painter's Servant. Interesting. Okay. So we might have to battle against a couple of Power Blasts here. Yeah, the pitch Narset. Yeah, Narset, second Narset is gone. They do have a Brainstorm in the hand though. Okay. What's happening? Ooh, if they start Power Blasting my Swamp, that would hurt. We have to make them believe that we have more black sources coming. Yeah, blasting lands would be terrifying. Blasting Cabal Ritual would be not ideal. But how much interaction are they left with? Right, they got 4 cards. If Cabal Ritual resolves, they certainly might be dead here. Let me hide this storm count, because I want you guys to count the storm for me today. That's the whole point. That's literally the whole point of today's stream. Tiger. Okay. Yep. Also, like, why do I have stops on my attack stick? I ain't attacking. Oh. So is everyone, what's attack step? Yeah, thanks for, yeah, attack step is that kind of weirdo step I always skip. There's like main phase, and then, oh, we dead. There's like main phase, and then there's literally like the next main phase after that. I'm gonna concede to the activation here. Okay. Okay, well. They did have always the counter for the first ritual. So. Yeah, I mean, there are situations where Reign of Filth is, excuse me, definitely better than Cabal Ritual. But it doesn't happen all that often in this type of build, because with only 14 lands, and also with Dazes, it is a little wonky. What's Eldrazi play anyway? Yeah, like what? Alright. Also, what happened to Eldrazi? I haven't seen it in months, if not years. So let's think about the sideboarding for a bit. So they do run counters. They also do run permanents. And these type of matchups, we generally board out Dazes, because Daze only stops one angle. It stops the Painters from resolving, but it doesn't stop a Force of Will, so we're gonna get rid of those. Dark Petition is also fairly weak against counter magic. So I'm thinking about boarding out these 5 cards. Whenever we board out Chromox, we used to bring in the Bayou. The Bayou is like the swap. Bayou and Chromox are like, you know, like land for land kind of thing. And we might like additional dress effects. Let's see, Empty the Warren sucks. We're not doing Empty the Warrens against a painter deck. Should it be 3 Delta? Oh gosh, don't. Yeah, it was a crazy story. So I made GP top 8 with a list with a storm deck with only 3 polluted Delta because I didn't have the 4th one in foil. That's a crazy story. It still haunts me. Is this reasonable? 7 discard, 3 decays. This is probably too many decays. We don't need that many decays. We might not even care about painter at this point. And go more on our own combo. 2 abrupt decays, 1 Bayou, 2 more discard. Is that reasonable? I think it is. Yeah. Emery plus Ursa Saga is the new Eldrazi. Is it though? Is it though? They're kind of doing something completely different now. Okay, deck hand has Brainstorm, so we keep. It's a real 2018 deck if it has. I just saw it. Yeah, it's a real 2018 list if it has 4 Delta. One day we're gonna do a 2015 stream where I take 3 polluted Deltas and 1 flooded strand, and I'm gonna pull out my whole Magic online collection here. And you guys, it was kind of embarrassing. Telling everyone that, yeah, you know, it's for playing around cards like Surgical Extraction on my polluted Delta, so I wanna keep a 3 polluted Delta, 1 flooded strand split. That was a terrible excuse. This is also a terrible Brainstorm. So let's see here. Cabal Ritual and Lotus Petal are not needed. Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize them. Let's see what's up. 200 AQ. I wish, and people like after the Grand Prix, they were like, yeah, I mean this guy made top 8, so it does make sense, right? And I saw a couple of deck lists after their GP with the same 3 polluted Delta, 1 flooded strand, and I was like, I was like, no, not like that. I like, yeah, oh no, this is a storm deck which made the GP top 8 and it only plays 3 polluted Delta and 1 flooded strand, so it must be correct, right? And it's like, yeah, some people, they straight up copy 75 without even thinking. So you could abrupt decay now. Ooh, what is that? 3-pointer, 1 preordain? Madness interview about absolutely not. So we might want to wait on the abrupt decay and wait until they activate. Or we could abrupt decay now. Do we wanna? We might wanna wait here. I mean, I don't want to call out on you people, but everyone has, like, at some capacity, we've all played suboptimal lists every now and then, no? Dwarf Stomp? What? Dwarf Stompy? That must be a standard deck, right? Okay, they might activate pain. Oh, they don't. Interesting. Let's go ahead and get a tropical island here and attempt to Thoughtseize you. It was not the best legacy deck. I mean, I literally heard about it now. How many dwarves are there? Explosives, Ponder, Pyroblast. Interesting. Energetic explosives, we don't care. Ponder is like fine. Pyroblast. You might take Pyroblast because if we top deck a cantrip, we want it to resolve. So the hand is literally mono cantrips and nothing. They can force us to decay, yeah. Pyroblasts are somewhat scary in painter decks because they can do everything. And the 1-mana Stone Rain is certainly nothing to be ashamed. Okay, I'm finishing my coffee now. I hope everyone has a better beverage sitting on his desk or bed or wherever you are. Cold coffee sucks though. Okay. Ponder got shuffled. Another Thoughtseize. Sure. I mean, as long as we have Abrupt Decay open, good. Another Painter Servant, Ponder. So we're gonna take the Painter Servant here. They have another Ponder. It's an interesting game. Iced coffee is awesome though. Yeah, I see it in Japanese Starbucks sometimes. Or like in Japan, it's a very common thing to have like literally iced coffee. When I ordered iced coffee in Germany, you always get like ice cream on top and like a lot of like very unnecessary things. I was like, no, I just want a coffee with ice in it. You know, just literally a cold coffee. Can I have that? And like, yeah, we're gonna top that up with some sort of like cream and like chocolate bits and like, no, I don't wanna like pay like double triple the amount for, you know, like, I don't know, like 1 week worth of sugar. Yeah, toppings kinda suck. Oh, does he finally he finally activates Grindstone. Interesting. Okay. I mean, that painter is gonna... The painter's gonna go. Okay, so we mill... Infernal Tutor Brainstorm! Damn, that's... Wow, what... That's a massive hit, though. And we top deck Swamp, obviously. Yikes. We would have won the game. Ooh. What a god grindstone activation. We keep ripping those. Oh, Nauset. He can't cast Nauset just yet. But Nauset is scary. If they hit a blue source and all our cantrips are shut down, and all we're looking for are cantrips or Infernal Tutor. Milk tea is like, yeah, milk tea. Like, you can't, you can have a milk tea at almost any time of the day. It can be in the morning. I also don't mind it like late afternoon, like evening. Milk tea it's like green tea for me, like green tea you can always sip. It doesn't matter what time, it's always good. Even like you wake up at 3 a.m. for some reason and take a sip, it's good. Yeah, and Asia has a lot of decent beverages. I wish they would have that in Europe too. In Norway, hey, I wonder, like, what do people even drink in Norway? I imagine like Norway, like Scandinavia. The first ring, the bells is like alcohol, like non-stop. I feel like you guys are like sipping, like you're waking up in the morning and like the first thing you do is like, just getting that whiskey on the table. California is somewhat expensive. I've heard it a couple of times. I've actually never been there, but I really want to. Yeah, when I experience that California beach girls experience, maybe one day. I love going to the beach, yeah, and it is scorching outside. In Japan, it is almost 30 degrees. It's still 7 a.m., but it's summer, so I'm planning to go to the beach maybe 2 to 3 times this week, getting real tanned. Maybe to a point where I can't even stream anymore. Oh, more in Denmark. Oh, okay. So so you drink too much on Saturday, Sunday, so it kind of evens out during the week. So you finally get sober on Thursday, maybe, right? So the draws have been somewhat unfortunate the last 5-6 turns. That's another grindstone. Okay. Yeah, what is going on here? We've been drawing very low. Okay. Why don't we fire off this duress first? Getting this on the Pyroblast, it might be a disaster. Opponent has 3 cards, and one of them might be a Pyroblast. Wouldn't be surprised here. Moderation is not a word in Danish. Ooh, surgical on my Infernal Tutor. That's not non-bueno. Non-bueno at all. And our life total is already at 10. Because we thought he's a bunch. Ad nauseum, not looking very good here. I made one trip to Denmark, to Copenhagen once to stay at my friend's house, Martin Nielsen. Beautiful, beautiful place, Denmark. You guys should definitely check it out. And yeah, and like, Denmark. So like the first impression I got was cities like clean, it is beautiful, it is also somewhat like romantic, but also fairly expensive. Like my buddy Carsten Cotter and I, we were traveling, and we were looking for like a decent like breakfast place, and I don't remember exactly, but like most breakfast places must have been around like 10-15 euros converted. So other Danish people are making shitloads of money. Oh, another surgical on what? Oh, my brainstorm? Yeah, you got it. Yeah, and what? Yeah, and there was this event. Oh, man, what was the title? Like Danish Legacy Championship or something like that. Like Danish Legacy Masters or something like that. Danish Legacy Masters. Yeah, thank you. All right, yeah, that was the event. 2014, shortly before I moved to Japan. I moved to Japan in 2015. Oh yeah, shit, this is still the explosives. I totally forgot about explosives. Okay, let's see. We gotta find some. Okay, well that's non-bueno. Delta is. We can't even shuffle all these away because we don't have any brainstorms left. Okay. Past and Flames would be one of the better draws here, especially if they start grind. Why do they grind? Did they grindstone us? No, they grindstone themselves. Yeah, yeah. Wow, 5 blue duels for the winner. That's almost like a Bazaar of Markson to me. I wish they would do crazy payouts like that someday again. So what do you guys think? For example, imagine a legacy event, entry fee is $100. $100. But the winner gets 5 blue duels. And like, you know, the finalist gets like 3 blue duels, and top 8 and like up to top 16 they get, let's say, like at least a non-blue duel, like, you know, a decent one, like Bayou or Badlands. I'm not talking about plateaus, like, no, get out of here. Plateaus probably like for top 32 then. But would you guys dig that sort of event where the entry fee is like literally like $100, but there's also like if you lose out, then you lost $100. Is that a cool thing to do? I wonder. And also, like, how many people would join it? Oh, like Sweden? Yeah. I feel like those events were like big legacy events were so rare that people would travel from wherever they are. Yeah, my opponent's going hard on those. I hate losing 100, bro. Yeah. It's a risk, right? It's a risk, right? So you gotta take it. It's like high poker. Uro. Okay. Uro is annoying. By the way, top deck tendrils would almost win us the game. I was about to mention it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not anymore. What have you? Oh, Painter? Shit. Shit. Okay. Let's hope we top deck some sort of business. Bringing. Yeah, I mean, so we gotta abrupt decay now, I think, because otherwise they can activate grindstone and response activate grindstone again. We ain't dead, but there's a Uro coming in next turn. They have us on a 2-turn clock, and we gotta find some business soon. It's somewhat unreal how low our draws are in this first round of the game, of the league. That sounds like a nice 20, right? You can cast Emerald. Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I can even cast Emrakul with days back up. Or like, you know, through a days. 1, 2, 3, yeah. I mean, not that Emrakul gets dazed by any means. Oh gosh. Like, imagine if you could daze an Emrakul, how tilting it would be. Your opponent's probably gonna just like sell his whole deck afterwards. Come on, deck, please. Don't fail me. Gosh, come on. Like one time. Just don't give me a freaking land. Okay, opponent's pausing on my draw step. Do you have another surgical? Yes, another surgical on now on what? On Ponder? Help! Help! My opponent is like, what? Like, he surgicaled 3 times already. Tutor, Brainstorm, and all Ponders are gone. Yeah, so no wonder I'm not top decking any business, because there ain't any business in the deck left. I mean, that's, yeah, we got Preordain. So the only business spells we got are like 4 Preordains, 1 Passion Flames, and 1 Ad Nauseam. That's all we got. Let's call this an interesting way to lose against Painter. I did not expect this outcome. Okay, we're gonna drop to 4 and now watch me top decking Ad Nauseam. I dare you. I dare you. Okay, well. We didn't do a single meaningful thing in this. This is turn 15 and we haven't drawn anything. So, well, okay. Yeah, maybe I mean sure, I could have fetched. Yeah, I could have fetched. The thing though is like because Ad Nauseam is one of the very few outs to this game. I just really didn't want to crack a fetch and get any lower on our life. Not that it would have changed much, but yeah. Yep, 2021 got us hard here. Okay. Let's try again. Decent hand. Tundra Ponder. Okay. Kratos, what's up, my friend? Good morning. Dark Rid is also not a bad top deck either. Let's go Preordain. Maybe looking for not Cabal Ritual, but we're looking for this card. So let's take the Preordain and keep digging next turn. Again, I might be a fan of copying Duress here. And Preordain can be cast next turn, even to bump up Storm, if necessary. Counterbalance. Okay. Fortunately, Counterbalance it's gotten weaker in the last couple of years. So why don't we test out waters with this Lotus Petal? Oh, he got a 0 on top. Okay. We might fetch here. Since drawing or not. Oh, interesting. Okay. Nasa Jace, Force of Will, Terminus. Okay, let's get rid of the Force of Will. Opponent, he can jam Narset next turn, so let's go ahead and Preordain. Why didn't he fetch? So Gnostic gets cast next turn, so we're gonna bottom the Brainstorm. Don't hate Lotus Petal. Never getting tired of Vile. Like Vile is to me. I've never cast Aether Vile in my life. But I imagine but I imagine it's sort of the same as like Dark Rituals for combo players. It's a addictive card. Okay, I bet they have a 1 on top now. Yeah, they most certainly have a 1 on top now. Next turn they're gonna Osnos it. Do you wanna go for it though? I mean, if they have a 1 on top, you can't. You can't. But if you don't cast this Ponder this turn, it might lose a lot of value afterwards because of Narset. So we kind of have to. I bet. Okay, top card is Ponder. Okay. So if they find Force of Will, we essentially can't win because they will always keep the 1 on top. So our discard is shut off. Oh, they found Force of Will. Okay. This might be GG. Ad nauseam interesting. Okay, I mean at this point we are trying to I anticipate my point. Oh, he even has a Brainstorm. Oh my gosh, okay. Does current Miracles play a lot of 2s? I wonder. Snap cost damage, okay. Yeah. Yeah, next turn he can snap cost a Brainstorm. This is not looking juicy here for the home team. Sure, another Narset. Another Force of Will. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Counterbalance is a 2018 card. Counterbalance is more like a 2014 card, if you ask me. So even in 2018, people were surprised about... Okay, you even went to discard step. I imagine them not having... Ooh, did they force a will? Interesting. Pitch and counterbalance. Yeah. Well, I mean, we are pretty much dead at this point. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so for some reason I thought that Jeskai Miracles is somewhat of a dead deck. That being said, that deck did exist back in the day, so we have a proper sideboarding against it. It didn't play any copies of Narset though. So back in the day, you didn't see Narsets and no Teferis obviously, but instead you had Monastery Mentor in the main, and that's about it. Okay, so sideboarding against Miracles was it was a big swap. take out the Chromox, Dark Petition, all Dazes, Infernal Tutors, LEDs. Like, not all of them, but a fair amount. What did I even do back in the day? Did I? Oh yeah, I also bought it out. I think most Lotus Petals. Something like this, I think. It must have been a somewhat slow type of build. Not a fan of Ad Nauseam, to be honest. But it was Ad Nauseam against Miracles. Post Typo was more like a, how do you call it? Like a draw 6-7 type of card. It's not a game winner. Yeah, I tell anybody, Angelo Cade, he's wiki on Magic Online. He top 8'd a challenge 2 weeks ago. Very talented player. He was one of the absolute top Miracle players back in the day when counterbalance was a thing. So does this look right? I think it does. Oh, this is, yeah. 8 discard, 2 Flusterstorms. Okay, let's submit. Yeah. Oh yeah, he did win 2 Obligations in a row. What a madman. Duke's on Twitch. Hey Duke, how you doing, my friend? Greetings to Australia. How is the Thalia train going? Finally, dude. Welcome to, this is my 4th stream. Yeah, I think it's my 4th stream. Fairly new to streaming in general. Getting a little distracted, but I'm having tons of fun talking to people. Actually, I'm kind of paying like 40% focus on the game and like 60% on the chat, which is probably not what you should be doing here, but let's keep. Also, what time is it in Australia? I wonder, because I'm trying out different times now for my streams and just kind of like, you know, finding out what the best time is for people in Asia, in Australia, in the States and Europe at the same time. I know it's kind of like impossible, but it's more of like an experiment. 8:20. Oh, okay. So you're 1 hour ahead. Yeah, it's 7 in the morning in Japan. Some before work content is really nice. Yeah. Hope you're sipping your morning coffee. I just finished mine. It's now cold. Cold coffee sucks. And my record also sucks. So it kind of goes hand in hand. Illness 95. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Okay. Since we have so much discard, we can easily fire off one of them. Counterbalance is checked. Fairy, we don't care. Flusterstorm and Force of Will are some of the more problematic cards here. And I'm leaning towards... Force of Will, because I almost don't want them to play Counterbalance next turn and rather hold up Flusterstorm. Yeah. Oh, you forgot. Oh, so what do you usually drink during your streams? Is it like, I don't know, like some alcoholic beverage? Also, at what time do you usually stream? I wonder. Like, do you usually stream like evening or like late night? What is the best stream time for Australia? I wonder. Like, you are my senpai, you know. You are the sensei. You've been doing this like for such a long time, and I'm still in the learning process. But we're getting there. I almost got all the requirements already for to become an affiliate, which is decent. I really dig it. I want to become affiliate like ASAP. Already working on those custom emotes. Abrupt decay, you got it. Counterbalance, you got it. You wanna decay it ASAP. There's almost no point in waiting. We got a new follower. Hey, Xunolix, what's up, my friend? Welcome to the Sawatari stream.
Xunolix.
Ah, 7:30 p.m. Mm-hmm. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Can I cop? Let me take a screenshot. I wanna keep that in my pad for some time. Oh, I made a screenshot now, so it should be all good. Okay. No business. We are somewhat lacking a lot of business this stream. Okay. Well, okay. Go ahead and dress you. They might flash a storm. That's fine. Yeah. Is this the same? Yeah, okay. Sure. So they have a Jace in hand. So if we, yeah, maybe it is correct to dress now and take get rid of the Jace. That being said, if we get an Infernal Tutor and they have another piece of counter magic, then we are dead. But Jace is also Jace, yeah. No, he even has 4 lands, so we have to dress. Okay, never mind. Potent Ponder, Jace, and Pyroblast. Okay. Is it just me, or is maybe the deck's kind of failing me today? Or at least say it this way: I feel like in 2018 the deck didn't fail. Maybe that's karma. Time to log off. Work tomorrow. Have a good stream. Thank you so much, Razor. And again, thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate it. And have a good night. And hopefully catch up soon again. Help. Help. Do we want to blame Magic Online for this? Like, things are not coming together. For sure. Ponder on my end step. I love to see it. And the Brainstorm. Okay. Imagine if this Teferi was a Monastery Mentor. He would have killed me by now. Norset. Alright, you got it. Okay. So, cantrips won't resolve for 3 reasons here. It might be worth abrupt decaying the Norset so that they don't get another look. Is that worth it though? I mean, we do have 2 abrupt decays. We have, yeah. It's probably better than doing nothing. And they're on 4 cards, so they might not have an active, like a real counter here. You like my overlay? Thanks, man. Yeah. It was you know, I put together all my graphic design skills and did my overlay from scratch. Thank you so much. Literally everything on my stream is handcrafted. It ain't much, but it's honest work, you know. So the overlay I did from scratch, and those alerts, that's me singing for you. So those follow and donation alerts, just like this little choir, and that's yeah. I was like, nah, I don't know if I wanna use those like dings and dongs you hear in every channel. So I wanted to customize it as much as I can. That's the core Knabe. Yes, that's me. That's the core Knabe Solitaris. I used to sing in a choir when I was in middle school for about 6 years. Went to church every Sunday to sing. It was like a Christian school. I'm not Christian, by the way, but my mom just, you know, she applied for it. Just like, yeah, my son here, he's Christian. He wants to join, yeah. And like, I really wanted to join. I was just not a Christian, so I was the only non-Christian dude in the whole school. You have a dog? No, I don't have pets. I used to have fishies when I was 10, and I killed them all accidentally because we went on this family trip, and I, like 10-year-old Kai, was thinking, okay, well, if you go on a 2-week trip with the family, I need to put like 2 weeks of food into the aquarium. So that's exactly what it like. So I took the whole bucket of food, like fish food. I put it all in the aquarium. We came back 2 weeks after, and all the fishes were dead, and the water looked all muddy, and it was. I felt real bad, man. I was crying a lot. Yeah. Oh, something's moved. Oh, it's probably my girlfriend. She's probably playing Magic Arena. I taught her how to play Magic this January, and now she's platinum. How do you even say he's on platinum status on Magic Arena with Standard. Cool, right? Yeah, I mean, she beats the shit out of me when we play Standard against each other. No ghosts in Japan, not yet. You hear a lot of ghost stories, but they ain't true. I mean, this is getting rep blasted, but I mean, I could also play this LED out. Yeah. I mean, my opponent is certainly doing a lot of things here. Ghosts are real. So, I wanna ask you guys a question. So, in Japan, if you wanna rent a place, like a new apartment, for example, there are places where people believe there are ghosts. Okay. And those places are criminally cheap to rent. And the question now is, like, do you believe in ghost stories or not? Like, because some people do, and they would never sign the contract, right? But if you don't, then you get a decent place for, I want to say, like, almost half the price. Yeah, nice free house, right? Like, I mean, I would take it, I assume. And I wonder, like, in your country, like, do you have something similar? You know, like the landlord tells you, yeah, I mean, you know, people say there was a murder like 50 years ago, and then there are like some ghosts in there and some lost souls, and you gotta be careful. But hey, you know, you can stay here for almost free. How does that sound? And it's completely furnitured. You got a nice new kitchen. You know, there might be just a ghost every now and then coming out of the oven. I don't know what the contract is though, but housing it, people would still pay premium for a ghost house. Oh wait, so you pay extra for the ghost though? So you pay like a normal fee. Like let's say you go like normal on the normal house, and then for the ghost you pay like a little bit of extra. Prices are insane. Is it though? Unfortunately, I've never been to Australia, so I can't really tell. But some of my buddies from Brisbane told me that taxes are fairly high. So whenever they get magic cards, they prefer to get them online from somewhere else. Oh, Brisbane? Yeah. Ooh, beautiful. I mean, I've never been there, so I can't really tell, but I mean, the photos look very beautiful. And that's all I can do, like, stare at Google pictures. Counterbalance. I haven't seen Snap Custom Agent Ages 2, yeah. This is literally a 2018 battle. Seriously, without, I mean, Teferi's is that's cheating, but everything else is literally like 2018, if not older. Also, like, I'm talking the whole time. I'm not doing much, right? Like, there's also not a whole lot of game action I can take here. But my opponent has cast 1 billion of cantrips already. He's sitting on 8 cards. Is that correct? So actually on Thoughtseize, sure. You got it, dude. Okay. Huh. Okay, well that's something. Okay, so we can't counterbalance. We can't abruptly counterbalance anymore. They're all gone. Okay, there's a 1 on top. Good to know. Not that we have a lot of options here, but yeah, unfortunately we haven't put anything meaningful together. And we have 1 more turn. And they still have Mystic Sanctuary in their deck, so if they put oh god, if they put a Brainstorm on top, then okay, we might be dead here. Well, maybe not. I mean, we gotta give it a try. Sure. I know there's no... I mean, we can't cause, I mean, we can't cause any cantrips, so... Okay, thank you so much. This is a very clear picture of what you know, about Storm in 2021 maybe. It's we haven't won a single game yet. It's 0-2 and 0-2. I don't want to say it's because of the deck itself, because the deck itself, yeah, because the deck itself is clearly the same build as like 3 years ago. And back then it did deliver, but maybe it is some combination of us not drawing hard and also opponent doing more powerful things. The good news is though, we didn't even have to count Storm, so we saved a lot of brain power here. Okay. Yeah, I can dig those cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close. Depending on what my opponent does, we do have a turn 2 ad nauseam. Try playing 2018 Doomsday. It would probably suck. It would probably. And I mean, I don't want to be too harsh, but any. Oh, is this land? Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. So hopefully we can finally kill someone. Nah, dude. Labman is. Dude. Labman is. I don't know. It's a somewhat fragile card, right? Like this guy has to survive. This guy has to stick. Merfolk, yeah. Thassa's Oracle. I think in fishies we trust. Let's see here. So we could. You probably want to crack this LED. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's keep our land drop open. Okay. No. Thassa's Oracle was not... Like, Lord of Atlantis was around in 2018, but not Thassa's Oracle. Okay, let's see. So, we do have to kill already. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the storm count, everyone? Everyone's counting? Don't cheat. Don't look at this number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5. Yes! Oh man, you're so smart. Damn. Can I? I think I was supposed to flip an ultimate like this, right? I was supposed to do it like this. I fucked it all up. Okay. Well, never mind. It's on me. Okay. Don't look at this. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can even Thoughtseize our opponent to get some info. Maybe they are on goblins. Right? That's possible. So what do you guys think? Is this goblins or is this death and taxes? What does your gut tell you? Goblins? Alright, let's find out. Death and tax, okay, we have 50-50. Let's find out now. Boom! Goblins, there we go. Mock Fanatic, Ringleader, Moxus, Munition Expert, Karakas, and Bloodstained Maya. Oh yeah, we can even take a card. I almost forgot. I almost treat this like, oh yeah, okay, so we can probe them. Let's take the Mock Fanatic. That's such a cute card. Okay, so let's go. Hold down control. Let's not fuck this up. Storm is 10 already. And get the sweet 10 dots of agony. And machine gun you. Boom. I haven't done this in ages. It certainly feels good. That's so cool. Dwarf Stompy. Stop saying Dwarf Stompy. What? Can you shoot me a Dwarf Stompy list? I have no idea what Dwarf Stompy is. I can't even name a single dwarf. I think the only dwarf I know out of my head is the one which can destroy a wall. Must have been... Is it no. Maybe it was not a dwarf. Okay. So this is our first non-blue matchup. Dwarven Minder. What'd that do? Okay. So Decay's in. Days in. We want to keep some number of Thoughtseize in. We have the luxury to keep some number of Thoughtseize. Probably 2. To play around things like Mind Break Trap. Yeah, I also did. I'm a big fan of throwing out things and deleting lists. So whatever is, for example, yeah, like you see my collection. I literally only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 legacy decks. I used to have way more, but I like, and in vintage it's literally only like 3. Whenever I feel like something is outdated, instead of updating it, I delete it and then start from scratch. I think starting this from scratch is not necessarily a bad thing, because then you get a fresh new setup. You don't get a tunnel vision where you're like, yeah, I mean, you know, I used to run this in the past, so it must be good. Like, none of that is true. You should probably start with brainstorm and ponder, obviously, but a lot of the time you should completely refresh your mind and start thinking new. So is this good? Empty the Warrants is kind of mediocre. Dark Petition is really good. I almost forgot. Abrupt Decay not as good as against goblins. So this looks Gucci to me. Yep. So 2 mana in the red, tap, destroy target non-basic land. There we go, dude. This and Quirion Ranger. Do it twice, dude. Yeah. Watch Julian play this Dwarf Miner in his next elf sideboard. I dare you. He's gonna play it against lands. I swear. Oh, thank you so much, Jackson. And hopefully I can catch up with your next stream very soon. And yeah, enjoy your work. I mean, if that's not supposed to be an insult, like, you know, just have a good work day, right? And catch up soon. Have a good day. Yo. Goblin Lackey. Okay. Thoughties is not a bad draw. Leaks is going kind of poor. We are 0-2. We have finally won the first game. Deck's a little rusty. But this is more like an experiment to see how well a 2018 deck does. Okay, wow, he had... Yes, we're gonna take the Moxes. That could have been painful for the home team. Dwarf Zombie was after Color Dash. Yeah. Oh, were there so many dwarves? Should have maybe paid more attention to Color Dash. Okay. Let's dig for more mana. I mean, this is more mana. Let's think for a second here. I was more looking for things like Dark Rituals, but I wouldn't say no to a Delta, given that our opponent has already a Rishadan port. So what do you guys think? Is like Storm in general, like how do you feel about the archetype? Like specifically Ad Nauseam Tendrils. Do you see any like majors like upsides, downside of playing the deck? Or whenever you face it, you're like, yeah, I wish Storm could do this and that. Oops. That was not what I intended. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You might wanna get rid of Goblin Lackey to avoid getting anything bad cheated into play. Like Ruby Storm, try really? There's this one player on Magic Online, Tony Scaponi. He plays Ruby Storm all the freaking time. And he also in challenges, I wonder how good the deck is. It looks fairly decent against Band. I might be mistaken though. Yeah, so what is this? Matron, maybe? Pashalik Mons. So, dude, 3 mana 2/2. Whenever this or another goblin you control dies, it pings. And 4 mana sacrifice a goblin, create 2 goblins. Sure. Yeah, miraculously use. Yeah, see, that's the issue, right? I can't agree more. I'm also like, yeah, I mean, there's Doomsday. Doomsday is not Storm. Just because they play Dark Ritual, it doesn't. Doomsday is more like a show and tell deck of some sort. It's kind of, well, it's kind of sad, right? I wish that a deck would Storm would be a bit more favored in today's metagame. Oh, you also converted to Doomsday? Yeah, that's not a terrible move to do, especially now, because the deck is busted in half. They might sacrifice Creator Maker to one of those LEDs in response. That's fine. Yep. Okay, so we have 8 cards already in our yard. Okay. What's the storm count, everyone? Let's hide it here. No cheating. I'm once again asking you for the storm count. Oh gosh, these memes they make me cry so hard. 6, I think. Close. Boom. Saw it? Okay, so what is it again? Oh yeah, I almost missed it. Let's go past in flames here. Alright. Okay. Cool. Cool. To be fair though, at Northern Tendrils always, since 2010 or how long the archetype exists, it always used to slay decks like goblins. So it would have been unfortunate if this deck lost to goblins into 2021. That would probably make me quit Storm entirely. But man, like this 75, it really felt like a masterpiece back then. You gotta imagine the only two changes, literally only two changes were two. There was no. Oh no, there were a couple of changes, but there was no Duress and no Thoughtseize, but 2 Cobalt Therapies in the sideboard, and the main deck had Gitaxian Probe. Right? It must have had Gitaxian Probe on few copies of Preordain. So you knew exactly what's up. Gitaxian Probe and Daze also going very like hand in hand. A lot of those things really came together as like a clean machine. And what I'm missing in 2021 is clearly the card Force of Will. I wish Force of Will would be a playable card in Storm, but it just doesn't. Maybe in the future there's a way to combine Force of Will with Storm engines. There are a couple of new tutors out there. There's, for example, there's Wish. It's kind of heavy. It's 3 mana, but you don't have to discard your whole hand. And maybe there is a build without LD in Infernal Tutor, which can fairly keep up. And these decks could potentially also run Force of Will. That'd be sick. I haven't tested anything like that though. Yeah, I mean, Force of Will has always been the future and the past and the present. You want to see the new Dino with Storm? Have I missed anything? Are there any dinosaurs in? What am I missing? Let's. And some ooze. Ooze, yeah. I haven't played a single game with that ooze though. No. We're gonna dress here on turn 1 because turn 2 Ponder with Misty is way more powerful. Plus, you want to know what's up. And okay, well, that's what you get if you go 1 and 2 in a league. All right. Rum. Let's get them. Enchantress, ladies and gentlemen. Sure. You can do as many wild growths as you want. All you can eat. Brainstorm is a good pickup. And I wouldn't mind Dark Rituals. Days, Misty Swarm, not exactly what I want. Dark Rit is phenomenal. Good night. Is it? Wait, what time is it? Is it? Oh, is it like 1 a.m.? Is it already bedtime? Yeah. Well, you know, we all got work to do next day, so have a good night. And thank you so much for hanging out, Kratos. I seriously appreciate it. Work at 8? Damn, okay. Well then. Just imagine us going 3 and 2, you know. And you can watch the rest of the stream probably tomorrow when you wake up on YouTube or on past broadcast here on Twitch. So, have a good night. Okay, let's go ad nauseum. Whew, already on 4. That's okay, and this guy can hit us for 1. We're gonna stop here and we attempt to kill next turn. Okay, well. Never mind. Days Abrupt Decays. Bayou doesn't do it here. So what does Enchantress play, which can mess up with Storm? They might. Maybe. Is Empty Warren's good against Enchantress? I wonder if they get something like White Leyline. This build can't beat White Leyline. Also, no one played White Leyline back in the day. I mean, people still don't do it. But I might be afraid that Enchantress plays the White Leyline and we don't have a single bounce spell in the 75, so Empty Warrens is a legit consideration here. And since this matchup is fairly decent, we want to keep in 2 Thought Seizes just to make sure that we don't lose to, let's say, like a Mind Break Trap. And if we do so, we probably won't need the full set of days. Alright, okay. Yep. Let's jam it like that. And the second Dark Petition would have also been a consideration. But you guys gotta keep in mind, there is Rest in Peace already in the main board. And you don't wanna go too crazy on your graveyard. Deafening Silence, see? Okay, well. Glad I have those Abrupt Decays ready. Go ahead and Misty go. Sterling Grove, see? Okay, perfect we got those daisies, because otherwise we could not beat Deafening Silence in Sterling Grove. Get out of here. Okay. Ugh. Enchantress. Do we wanna daze this too? I wonder if Enchantress is worth dazing. Like it sets us back a turn in terms of lands. And Enchantress itself doesn't do anything. I mean, it draws cards. But maybe it is. My opponent might be low in action. Like, he would have played against Storm. If you start playing Enchantress, you probably don't have anything better against Storm specifically in your hand. That also smells like weakness. Okay. Play that. It resolved Enchantress anyway. You gotta be careful to not brainstorm lock. Oh, okay. Oh well. Would have your opponent, 3 mana, Enchantress Presence. Okay, can't do anything about that. Let's brainstorm end of turn. It's not the best brainstorm, but we gotta start filtering through our cards here. So we will most likely, yeah, Abrupt Decay now and cast off this Ponder. You have to go soon? You mean like going off, or I mean Ad Nauseam ain't bad. Brainstorm we probably don't need. Let's do it like that. The two Enchantress effects are kind of scary though. They can draw into more Deafening Silences. Choke. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. So they certainly do have a decent amount of things we wanna daze and abrupt decay here. We're gonna shuffle a top card. It's with Brainstorm, and let's chill for a second here. I mean, you could also make 6 goblins, but 6 goblins sounds, wow, it doesn't sound crunchy enough. Okay. What have you? Oh, white growth, sure. Okay, they're pretty much cycling through the whole deck here. Bayou is not in the deck. Bayou is in the sideboard. Bayou is a sideboard card. Rest in peace. And the reason why Bayou is in the sideboard is because you run Dazes, and you need 14 islands. So you have Shroud. Sure. Okay, so another thing we have. Okay, this we have to. Yeah, this we have to abrupt decay. And you wanna get Swamp here, because if you top deck Misty Rainforest, if you take Anaron Sea now, the Misty Rainforest can't get a Black Source. Oh yeah, clean up. Yeah, they have way too many cards in hand. So I see, the way we're winning this game is probably ad nauseum giving us the abrupt decay we need, and like they don't attack our life total, so should be good on that end. But that being said, we only have a one shot because Plasma Lamps is turned off. And how many abrupt decays did we already? Okay, so we have 2 more in the deck, correct? Yeah, we have 2 more abrupt decays in the deck. So if they play another, like, let's say, if they play Deafening Silence, we might be Helm of a Beat. Oh, okay, we are dead. Okay. Good, okay, so we have a little bit more info. I don't think that, given that they have so many permanents, that they have Mindbreak Trap, so we're gonna board in the 4th days. We're gonna trim a Thoughtseize. And that should be it.
We got a new follower.
Hey Jamozi, thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu for the
Jamazi.
follow. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing, my friend? We got a new follower. I mean, all mana. And here's one thing, ladies and gents. You're not supposed to keep hands like these, even though if it's a mulligan to 6. This is non bueno. Well, yeah. We gotta daze on bottom and brainstorm. And I wonder if Lotus Petal into Ponder is the right move here. Maybe you wanna simply just say go and hope to rip a land from top. Probably not. Okay, so this is essentially a mulligan to 4. Oh gosh, please. Oh, help. Yikes, 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 yikes. Please don't play a Deafening Silence. Please. Yeah. Okay, that I don't care. But my pawn is on a 7, which is somewhat scary. Island is above average. Like, at this point, we might even consider going for 8 goblins on turn 2. If we rip another land, we might simply go for it, because I don't feel very comfortable. Enchantress, sure. Okay. There are like a couple of cards which could hit us very hard here. Okay, definitely a miss. Like, basically, we wanna go off before they find Deafening Silence. Rest in peace, sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, we're dead. Okay. Alright. We lost to Enchantress. Gosh, help! Was this deck really that bad? Maybe I need some more coffee. Like, Storm definitely felt more powerful back in the day. And it was certainly capable of beating Enchantress, for sure. There was no Deafening Silence in 2018. There was definitely no Deafening Silence. But that's about it. So, like, Enchantress decks, they used to run. What did they even run instead? Yeah, that's exactly why. Yeah. Oh, you're totally right. Like, there's just like so much shit going on in Legacy. Yeah, there were other hate permanents. I simply don't know what they were. Like, or maybe the 3-mana Madlig Mage enchantment. You know what I mean? Like, how's it called? Like, absolute law. No, what's it called? Like, 3 mana. It's a white enchantment. It says that when it comes to the battlefield, you name a card and that card can't be played, or something like that. Or like, Ruined Halo was also a thing. You have protection from a card. So people say like Tendrils of Agony. Yeah. Rule of Law. Thank you so much. Is that the card we're talking about? Yeah. The 3 mana, you name a card and it's like literally Gadok Teak, see? So yeah, I don't want to blame everything on Deafening Silence. Definitely not, because you know there used to be hate back in the day. It's just different. But what I feel today is that our deck is not running hot. Coborit, I don't like. LED, I take. You're gonna find black mana eventually. Yeah, today's deck performance is somewhat disappointing. We either don't draw any business at all, or we mulligan to Oblivion. Okay, these are non bueno. Didn't hit a land. Probe is also banned. Yeah, I mean, Probe is banned for how many years now? Isn't it like... Is it 3 years at this point? Oh my gosh, look at this juicy days we got in our hand. Look at that. Ah. And look at that juicy days from my opponent. Look at those juicy daisies. I can't pay. Let's put this sweet island on the field. Oh, they got Emerald Core. Okay, so be good. We need to rip Black Souls. Yes, Black Souls. Okay. I'm gonna see. Let's see. Can we also cast the rest here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start with Dark Ritual first. If they force, that would suck. Okay, ooh, okay, resolve. So we have 5 cards in the bin. So if we go Ponder and Duress, we get Threshold for Cabal Ritual, and that would certainly win us the game, I think. 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. So let's see what our opponent has. He might even have a Daze, let's say, like another Daze. I don't know what's up. If I was my opponent and he has, oh yeah, I would be so bad. He should have force willed the Dark Ritual. Okay. Well, that's too bad. If we, let's see here. If we ponder and then Cabal Ritual, this Cabal Ritual can certainly be dazed though. If they indeed have another Daze. And yeah, we gotta try it up. So best find would be, okay, none of those. We could take the Daze. Yeah, we take Daze because if we play Cabal Ritual and they Daze us, if our last card is in fact Daze, then we can Daze back. Yeah. Okay, well. Maybe my opponent doesn't have anything. Let's see. This is Storm 7. Yeah, we simply go for a pass and flames here. 7. We could also go like Tutor and then Tendrils, but that would still lose to our Daze. Okay, Volcanic Island. I should have known it. Yeah, because the Daze the previous turn. All right. Okay. This is also another 2018 matchup. Storm against Sneak and Show. None of those decks have really gotten anything past 2019, I feel. I mean, at least talking about this current list and their list. Oh yeah, you're right. Turn down. Like they might have Ragavan post sideboard, but I'm not gonna bring in Decays. Like if they have Ragavan, then so be it. I think, because Abrupt Decay doesn't do anything against Sneak and Show otherwise. So against Sneak and Show, especially on the draw, Chromox is fairly weak. Daze is also not at its best. But Flusterstorm is, and so are more Duress effects. So let's do it like that. And we can... yeah, that should be it. Dark Petition is okay. Preordains, yup. Or, dude, imagine if they go like turn 1 Monkey, and then turn 2 they connect and hit like a Duress. That would be terrifying. Craftica's Cage. Okay, this is no monkey. And Cage is somewhat irrelevant. Hold on here. Oh, this is a turn 1 ad nauseam if I want to. But since my opponent kept 7 in it, and he might also have days, let's try to bottom both. I want to hit perfect. I wanted to hit this card. Exactly. We don't have to rush things. Next turn we're gonna thought season first and see what's up, and then based on that we can maybe go off or wait a little longer. This hand is properly set up to fight against any sort of disruption. Lotus Petal is also above average pickup here. So I feel like finally in round 5 the deck is also a pitch Flusterstorm. Are you serious? What is going on? Oh, they might have show and tell Crystalbrand and another land maybe? I'm curious, okay. Sneak attack, Crystalbrand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, I mean, this is still. Can we? Oh no, this isn't. This is a win, right? Yeah. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's the storm count, everyone? Whoop. What's the storm count? And once again, ask you, what's the storm count? And like, yeah. So, because of my opponent on 18 live. God damn it! No, close. Okay, 4. 4 is the answer. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Yeah, so we have opponent is probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, opponent is mashed. Check this out. This is a turn to kill with double discard backup. That's one of the cooler things you can do in Legacy, I feel. Right, you go, yeah. Boom. 1 dead opponent. Sweet, okay. Well, it was not the best storming experience whatsoever. But that being said, I think we still had a lot of fun today. We learned a lot. I think mainly. So what did we face? So we lost against. What did we even lose against? We lost so much today. We lost against. Oh yeah, a painter deck. With Narcets and just like Force of Wills. Fairly uncommon, I would say, like and this type of deck. Like probably like one person out of 50 would probably run it. And then the second was a classy 2018 match against Blue White Red Miracles. That was the round where we didn't draw anything for the majority of the 2 games. Then we won against Goblins, like it's supposed to be. We lost to Enchantress on a essentially to a multi 4 in game 3, and we beat Sneak and Show. So, if I want to give this league points, I'd say, I mean, deck construction is obviously a 10, because, I mean, it was a 10 back in the day. Now I want to say it was a little outdated. But all in all, it just didn't run as hard, and this is like a key component for doing well at any Magic League, right? Like, first of all, you have to run hard, no matter what deck. Like, even if you run decks like, especially if you run decks like Combo, but also if you run decks like, let's say like Band Miracles, for example, or Cloud Post, like you have like your draws, they have to come together. And I felt like today, it happened in a few games, but I want to call it like below average. And yeah, That's probably like the number one reason. Plus a few of the cards that are so good these days, like Teferi, Nausets, stuff like that. They were not printed back in the day, so the sideboard might be a little outdated. I made a tweet a couple of weeks ago where I suggested Pyroblasts in an Awesome Tendril sideboard to simply to fight any like most of the blue cards, including counters, are blue, right? I mean, no, that was stupid. I'm stupid. Like most of the blue interactive cards are blue. Oh god, what am I even talking about? Oh gosh, my yeah, I should probably like shut the F up. Okay. Anyway, like some problematic cards like Nauset or like Hull Breacher, they can all get hit by Pyroblast, and maybe it is time to rearrange some cards in the sideboard. Maybe it is okay to run some number of Pyroblasts, cut a couple of Abrupt Decays, replace some of those with some other deck choices. Yeah, but we gotta see. Yeah, so that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and you can also find me on all socials at Sawatorix on Twitter, Sawatari Doodles on Instagram, Sawatorix on YouTube, and of course my phone page sawataridoodles.com, where you can also get your alterations if you're into that. I think after this stream I'm gonna start altering a couple of cards for a client, and hopefully they will be up very soon. So thank you very much everyone for watching, and have a good night, have a good day. Thanks for the content. Thank you for watching. I sincerely appreciate it, and I had a lot of fun. The league was only 2 and 3. It's not the best record by any means, but we had fun nonetheless, and that's all that matters. I think like if I wasn't having fun, like what's the point of doing all this, right? So, and sometimes you have to eat bad food in order to also taste the good food afterwards. So I see the very same thing for Legacy. Sometimes you need a 2-3 or a 1-4 league to then really taste those 5-0 trophies. And we did trophy yesterday, or 2 days ago with Doomsday. So, you know, it kind of needs to go like that, okay? Thank you so much, yeah. And have a good day then. I'm gonna be off now, and you can watch everything. If you missed any of those previous rounds, you can watch all of them on past broadcast on Twitch and also on YouTube. Sawatorix. Have a good night, everyone, and see you soon again. Thank you.
Next time.